Hey, folks. My name's Kathy Armstrong. I'm really excited that you're here today to learn a little bit about the music program. Wonderful to see such a great turnout. And my plan for this presentation is to talk a little bit about the program. We have two different music degrees here. You can do a Bachelor of Arts in music, or you can do the Bachelor of Music itself, which is more of a performance degree. So I'll talk a little bit about the program and what we offer, and then I'll take a couple of questions. And then I'm going to leave you with a fabulous short concert by our Raven Saxophone Quartet. And then I'm going to head over to the booth. So if your questions don't get answered during this session, I will be in the music booth along with one of our students, so you can get a student perspective, and one of our performance instructors. So you can come in and sit at the little virtual table. It's a very cute setup. If you haven't been to any sessions yet, it is fun to see the booth. Okay. So I'm an instructor here in the music program. My background is a percussionist myself. So I do a lot of drumming, and I'm the undergraduate supervisor this year. And as you can see, I mentioned we do have two distinct degrees in the music program. So I'll explain a little bit about those. But just to give you some background, we're the first university program in Ottawa. We started in 1967. And we were the first university to offer courses in Canadian music and Indigenous music in Canada. And we have a wide selection of courses like that currently. Our program is built on principles of diversity and inclusion. So we value all styles of music and forms of expression. We have all kinds of personalized learning programs, independent studies. If you're in the B.Mus program, then it's one-on-one performance lessons. There's some study abroad options now that things are opening up. That's happening again. Lots of flexible streams, a practicum program where you can go out into the community and get some experience, and just generally sort of avenues that you can kind of take your interests. So as I said, we're pretty diverse and program in performance. So we have lots of genres. You can study singer-songwriter, you can study global music, Celtic music, improvisation, and that's in addition to jazz and classical and contemporary styles. And there's our beautiful campus. I know we're in the virtual one, but it really is a stunning campus in between the Ottawa River and the canal. So the two degrees, there's an honors Bachelor of Music that is the performance degree that I was talking about. And then you can also get an honors BA with the focus in music. You can get a certificate in Carleton Studies. And we also have a fabulous 2-year Master of Arts in Music and Culture. So we have quite a few different streams. So we bring all the performance students together in the B.Mus program. And so they would take performance classes together regardless of what their genre is. But you can also study popular music, jazz studies, music education classes, Canadian music, composition, ethnomusicology, and global music, musicology, theory and analysis. And also we have some courses in conjunction with the Sprott School of Business. So we have some music industry courses. Here's our wonderful faculty, a lot of interesting people with great different backgrounds. And you can find bios of all of the full-time faculty on our music website, which is a fabulous website. I'll talk a little bit about that. And then, of course, because we're a music program, we have all these other fabulous people working for us. These are all professionals in the industry, in the Ottawa and outlying areas that would give private lessons to our instructors. So, to our students. So these are the instructors that would meet with the students one-on-one in all the different styles to take weekly lessons for the performance people. So we have actually quite a few people connected to our department. All the Bachelor of Music students are required to take ensembles, but most of the ensembles are open to BA music students as well, if by audition. So, and we have the choir, we have jazz ensemble. I teach the West African Rhythm Ensemble. There's lyric theater, which does opera one term and musical theater the other term. Chamber music ensemble, brass ensemble, singer-songwriter, fusion, roots, saxophone, and brand new Ottawa Symphony Orchestra Chamber Music Ensemble, which is in conjunction with the Ottawa Symphony Orchestra. We have a wonderful partnership with them. So those are some of our ensembles. And as I mentioned, some of the study abroad opportunities are starting to open up again. And we've had students go to Austria before, Britain. I took a group to Ghana, and there's other exchange partners that you can kind of connect with as part of your degree, and getting your just sort of getting your experience in a different way than just being on the Carleton campus. We also have a wonderful artist in residence program. And this, usually the artist in residence comes in the winter term. So we have one here right now, Christine Duncan, who's doing some fabulous improvisation, sort of singing with students. We've had Dongwon Kim, who's done Korean percussion, Ian Tamblin, who's a Juno-winning singer-songwriter, Peter Kankura, who's had Jazz Fest, Kelly Lee Evans. I mean, just all these amazing people. So Jamal Jackson Rogers, who's a spoken word poet. So these people we would bring in once a year to work with the students one-on-one, to do master classes, to teach very specialized courses. So it just sort of opens up the world to our students by exposing them to someone that's not regularly with our department. So in terms of the Bachelor of Music, this is the performance degree. There's really 3 focal points. So we look a lot, the skill building on your technical proficiency on your instrument, developing your artistry and informed musicality by just working with others in your performance setting, and also being sure that you get the opportunities to learn those professionalization skills, such as being on stage, organizing a recital, kind of working with your tech people, all of those things. And so all the performance students would have classes together on Friday afternoons, and they perform for each other. And that's I think that's one of the interesting things about our program, is because these students kind of work together. So you don't have sort of like the classical violinist over here and the jazz singers over here. Everybody works together, everybody hangs out together, and there's a lot of cross-pollination with our students. Then there's also some showcase concerts. The ensembles all do concerts at the end of term. Some of those are coming up soon, and you can see those online. We also have master classes on a regular basis where we bring in people just for sessions with our students. And then, of course, we've got lots of connections in the community as well. So as you can imagine, most music programs have auditions. We're currently, because of COVID, we're doing these online auditions, and they've been extended. So you actually have till the first week of April now to apply. If you're thinking about this September, just because it's been such an odd year, we're extending that deadline. So you can actually reach out to our office to get information about that if you are interested. But generally, you would apply to OUAC system, and then you would get your your audition package from us once you've applied, and then you send it in by video, and people look at it, and then we have a little interview process and things like that. I can answer more questions about that if you're interested, but we actually have had a lot of success doing these video auditions, and we may continue that next year, even if the rest of the program's back in person. So generally, when you do an audition for us, we want a couple of pieces that are contrasting. It doesn't matter if you're a singer-songwriter, it doesn't matter if you're a metal guitarist, it doesn't matter if you're like a Celtic fiddler, 2 contrasting pieces, and then just showing us that you have some technical proficiency in your area. So we don't expect the same things from each of the genres, but it's really sort of tailored to what you're doing. And then we send along a piece for you to look at yourself, and get that. And plus, we really value the personal written statement about why you're interested in music, why you're interested in Carleton. And again, you can go to that link on the carleton.ca/music site. Just look for future students, and there's lots of information there. So we have lots of people that have come through our program. I already mentioned Peter Kankura because he still teaches for us, but he is the director of the Ottawa Jazz Fest. Julie Nasrallah, who is a host on CBC Radio. Kelly Lee Evans, who's a wonderful Juno-winning vocalist, and she still teaches a little bit for us too. And Edmund Egan, who was one of our artists in residence as well later after he graduated. He's a sound designer for film and things like that. And so he's opened up some wonderful avenues for some of our students too. So You think about, some of our students go on to have a performance degree. Some of our students go on to do teaching in the community or in schools. But anyone that has a music degree develops the skills that you need for almost any kind of career. So lots of really wonderful skills in communication, confidence, being on stage in front of people, creativity, being able to be flexible, some problem solving skills, and perseverance, working on your instrument. So these are the kinds of things that a music degree will give you. As I said, we've got our grads pursuing all kinds of areas. Some of them are doing grad studies. They're in marketing. There's people doing, that we've had students go on to law school. But all of these kinds of skills that you develop in a professional music degree really do spill out into other areas for sure. And we have fabulous staff. Tasneem Ujinwala, who we all call Jazz, is our undergraduate administrator. And so she's the first person that you would talk to if you phoned our office. So she's wonderful, very personable, and she always gets back to people. You can email her or call her at that extension. And all that information is on our website as well. And one of the things I do really like to talk about, having had my own daughter go through school, is that you really want to find a place that you're going to feel comfortable in the next 4 years. So Ottawa is just a fabulous city if you're not already familiar with it. We have really strong ties with the city of Ottawa in terms of some of the festivals and things that happen. But we now have this new space that's a little bit more downtown than our campus, and this is the Carleton Dominion Chalmers Center, and it's an absolutely stunning space. And we do master classes in there. We have ensemble rehearsals, ensemble concerts, and the Ottawa Symphony Orchestra rehearses there. So that's where our kind of connection with the orchestra, and so our students work with them there as well. So that's just been an incredible space to be using. And yeah, don't worry about that contact information. If you just go to the Carleton website and go to the music one, you'll be able to find all the contact information you need. Just go to the music page at the Carleton site, but it's coming up again, Desmond. So as I said, City of Ottawa, just a fabulous city. The festivals are back in full force this summer. We're very excited. The Blues Fest and Jazz Fest. There's also something called City Folk. Also, because we're Canada's capital, we have all of those wonderful resources like the National Arts Centre and the National Gallery. And it's just a beautiful city. So there's just a thriving indie scene, and many of our graduates are out and about playing in various clubs and settings in the Ottawa area. So again, here's the contact for us. We do have a mailing list that you can connect to through that future student part of our website. But if you go to the carleton.ca and then just hit /music, you'll find so much information. One of the things that we did, probably like many people over the course of the pandemic, is we updated our website, and there's a lot of information there that you can find that will really help you. List all the courses, tells you all about the ensembles, tells you all about the faculty working there. So and the bios of all the people. Like if you want to study trumpet, or you want to study singer-songwriter, who you can look at some of the teachers and you can see their bios there. So that's basically the slideshow that I have. And actually, I'll just leave that contact up. So I just kind of gave you an overview of the two programs, right? The Bachelor of Music and then the BA, which is a Bachelor of Arts in Music. And they're quite similar, but the Bachelor of Music is the one that requires an audition, and it has more of a performance element. So you meet one-on-one, but otherwise they're quite similar in the sense of that you're not limited to the courses that you could take. You would take different courses. So this is the opportunity now. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat, and I'd be happy to answer them. And then, of course, I will be going to the music booth after this finishes, and I'll be there for a little while with a student as well. So does anyone besides Desmond have a question for us? I'm not sure if people are thinking about next year, or because, as I said, our deadline has been extended, so you can apply all the way up to the beginning of the first week of April, and you just have to talk to Tasneem in our office about how to do that. And if you're thinking for future down the road, that's also great too. Lots of people do that. Oh, I see there's something in the Q&A, which is separate from the chat. So let me see. So if you were to take a minor in music, no, you don't have to audition for it. You can take a minor and just take a bunch of music courses and get your minor. Anyone else have any questions? So if there's no more questions, we prepared a fun little video for you. We have, as one of our ensembles, we have saxophone quartet. And this group actually has traveled through to the States and won awards and things like that. It's a really fabulous group called the Raven Saxophone Quartet. So this is just a little 10-minute concert video that our wonderful tech person, Molly, is going to show. And I will see people in the booth after that if you have any more questions. So come to the music booth. And if not, feel free to just reach out to our department anytime. We're kind of a small department within the large university. So you get all the benefits of the large university at Carleton, but our program is very much like a family. So we look forward to talking to you. And thanks for coming today. And again, thanks so much to Molly. So here's a little bit of our saxophone quartet music. Hang on, it's a little tech stuff. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. There we go.
Thanks so much, everybody. Really glad that you stayed to hear that performance. And as I said, we've got so many more of those kinds of performances on our YouTube channel. So go check that out. I put the link in the chat there. And I really hope to chat with you a little bit more if you want to come join the booth, or you can definitely contact me through the music website. And I put the link there too. So thanks again for coming to our session, and good luck with all your choices.